are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
And good afternoon from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. It's day 2 at State, and we've got an exciting matchup upcoming in Class 4A as the 4-seed Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints go head-to-head with the 5-seed Central DeWitt Sabres. And hello, basketball fans. It's great to have you with us here from Iowa's capital city on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, alongside my broadcast partner, Molly Geis. I'm Hunter Phillips, and Molly, we're up and running here for day 2 at State, and we're moments away from what's always a thrilling matchup, the 4 versus the 5.
Yeah, I think we're going to see an exciting match. This 4A field is really loaded, and then to get the 4 versus 5 game, it's exciting to get here, but they both want to take care of business now and get a win.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one to watch here today. Let's take a look at the road to State for both of our teams, beginning with the 4-seed Cedar Rapids Xavier, who defeated Keokuk in the Region 2 championship to make their 14th appearance here at State. A balanced Saints scoring attack is led by freshman Libby Fandel, who averages 13 points per game. Meanwhile, for the 5-seed Central DeWitt, they're back at State for the second straight time after defeating Clear Creek Amana in the Region 3 championship, and are headlined by a talented senior duo, Allison Meadows and Taylor Beach. Again, it's going to be a fun one here at the Well. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll dive deeper into today's game with our Seeds for Success presented by Kruger Seeds. Plus, we'll have your starting lineups as we get set for tip-off. You're watching the 2022 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Order for curbside pickup this winter, and we'll bring your delicious Casey's pizza order outside so you can stay inside. Now at Casey's, buy 1 large pizza, get 1 half off. Casey's, here for staying inside. Here for good.
It's Fairway Family Food.
Name one reason more people choose to shop at Fairway.
Lower prices.
Name something that Fairway is famous for.
The best meat in town.
Services!
Don't play games with your food. Shop Fairway for the best meat in town.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Until next time, this is Fairway Family Food.
Welcome back here to the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Central DeWitt and Cedar Rapids Xavier getting set to meet in the Class 4A quarterfinals here on this Tuesday afternoon at the state basketball tournament. Hunter Phillips and Molly Geis again counting you down to tip off. And Molly, now it's time for our Kruger Seeds for success for this big matchup here today.
Yeah, Central DeWitt, they need to limit the trips to the free throw line. The Saints are 5th in free throws made per game, so it means they know how to drive, they know how to draw fouls, and they definitely don't want to get into foul trouble. The other one is to start off strong, set the tone, and show them they're ready to play. Xavier, they need to keep tabs on the senior duo of Beach and Meadows. They're 2 Division I signees. And then they need to keep the Sabres on their toes with a balance. They have a balanced attack. You just don't know who's going to score for them, so I think that's a key for them.
Today's Seeds for Success were brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first class seed, first name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. We're going to go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll get you set for tip-off here at Wells Fargo Arena on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Back here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. 4 versus 5 matchup in the Class 4A bracket as the Central DeWitt Sabres once again go up against the Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints. Hunter Phillips, Molly Geis, glad to have you with us here on a busy day 2 here at the state tournament. And Molly, the winner of this game will go on to face the top seed in Class 4A, Dallas Center Grimes, who put on a shooting clinic in their win here earlier today. And so this is going to be a tough task for whoever the winner is to face off against a red-hot Dallas Center team.
Right. But I expect this game is going to be a close one, and sometimes you want to go into the semifinals have played a tough match, before. So, it's always a good game.
And so for Cedar Rapids, Xavier coming in with a 17-6 overall record. Central DeWitt at 19-4, both of these teams from the eastern portion of the state. And Molly, one thing that we were touching on before the game is the fact that both of these teams, the losses that they do have, came against some really difficult competition, not only nestled in 3A, 4A, but also some 5A programs as well. So it's always great to get battle tested before this time of year. The calendar has officially flipped into March. This is the time of year for basketball programs all across the state. So just 2 teams that are battle tested and know what it takes to get here and succeed. So Central DeWitt and Cedar Rapids Xavier heading to the bench, getting their final instructions from the coaching staffs. Good amount of fans making their way here to Wells Fargo Arena, a 2-hour plus drive for both fan bases. But for those who couldn't make it here to Iowa's capital city, glad to have you aboard here for this one. These 2 teams have met 4 times in their history. Last time came in 2019, and that was for a trip to state. That was back when Taylor Veach and Allison Meadows were freshmen, and they still see that loss lingering and want to make a statement here at state. Now we'll turn it over to our public address announcer for the team introduction.
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to today's 2022 Girls State Basketball quarterfinal matchup featuring the Central DeWitt Sabres and the Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Central DeWitt High School and Cedar Rapids Xavier High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Sophia Polking from Carroll, a member of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Central DeWitt High School, Ron and Lois Matson. And from Cedar Rapids Xavier High School, Kathy Mader. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup. First, the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Central DeWitt Sabres. Number 1, Ella Kruko. Number 5, Carly Toby. Number 11, Ashlyn Bachman. Number 12, Reagan Hofer. Number 14, Natalie Butler. Number 15, Lauren Dickey. Number 20, Madison Wiskowski. Number 23, Hannah Paulskill. Number 24, Kate Keel. Number 32, Paige Owens. And number 42, Avery Voss. The assistant coaches for the Sabres, Jody Meadows, Jim Hand, and Mike Hofer. And now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for Cedar Rapids Xavier. Number 0, Emma Arnold. Number 2, Riley Yonker. Number 4, Sydney Huber. Number 5, Ava Turner. Number 11, Allie Schuckman. Number 21, Kyla Mason. Number 22, Taylor Rexroth. Number 24, Lexi Turner. And number 35, Aaliyah Byer. Assistant coaches for Xavier, Stephanie Potts, Beth Samek, Jim Potts, and Liam McConville. And now let's meet the starters for both teams. For the Sabres, a 5'8" senior guard, number 4, Allie Meadows. For the Saints, a 5'11" senior forward, number 10, Maya Carl. For the Sabres, a 5'8" junior guard, number 10, Emma Grace Hartman. For the Saints, a 6' freshman guard, number 13, Libby Fandel. For the Sabres, a 6'4" senior center, number 13, Kylie DeVore. For the Saints, a 5'8" senior guard, number 15, Lexi Byer. For the Sabres, a 5'8" freshman guard, number 30, Lauren Walker. For the Saints, a 5'10" senior forward, number 20, Maddie Stager. For the Sabres, a 5'11" senior guard, number 33, Taylor Veach. And for the Saints, a 5'7" senior forward, number 30, Mary Kate Mater. Head coach for the Sabres is Justin Schultz, and the head coach for the Saints is Tom Lilly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you please direct your attention to the area in front of the scorer's table, we will introduce our officials for today's game as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. They are Kurt Walderbach, Todd Thompson, and Benjamin Hauge. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state tournament basketball.
And before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Girl, and we are underway in this 4 versus 5 matchup in Class 4A here at Wells Fargo Arena. Cedar Rapids Xavier, the 4 seed, starting off with the basketball. Fandel, the leading scorer for the Saints, just a freshman. Handling it near side for the Saints. Come to state with a 17-6 overall record. Driving in and the kick out to Stager. Here's a 3 by Fandel. Left short. Sabres racing the other way with Meadows. Layup won't go. And the Saints run the other direction. Minute has gone by here in this opening quarter. Here's a 3 that is splashed down by Alexi Byer to get the scoring started for Cedar Rapids Xavier. Byer, a 38.5% three-point shooter, second on the team in three-pointers made with 40 on the season. Gets the Saints on the board first. Central DeWitt attacking in transition. Floater no by Lauren Walker. Byer attacking off the dribble. Ball knocked away, and it will stay with Cedar Rapids Xavier. Just making their 14th overall appearance here at the state tournament. Won 4 state titles, the last coming in 2013. Mary Kate Mater hanging along the perimeter. Patiently waiting, Molly, to attack this defense. But well done by the Sabres as the pass just goes over the hands of Maya Carl and out of play. Saints applying pressure on the inbounds for Central DeWitt, but they get it across the timeline. DeVore at 6'4" receives the skip pass. Her pass gets knocked loose by Mater, and she is able to lay it in on the other side.
The Saints are really putting the pressure on, that's for sure.
Defense leads to offense, 5-0 start for Cedar Rapids Xavier. But Lauren Walker is able to answer other side with a baseline jumper, 5-2 as we get started here at the Well.
It's good to see them both have a basket and get the nerves out a little bit. Now we'll see what really happens when they settle in. Mater backs up the dribble and spots up and drains it from downtown.
second made three by the Saints, who not afraid to let it fly from downtown. And off the inbounds, a foul is going to be called on Central DeWitt. Very stunned by the call, but the Saints will get the ball back. On your screen was first-year head coach Justin Schultz from the Quad Cities area, but wanted to take the job because he knew just how talented of a group he had coming into his first year. Well defended down low by the Sabres. We're looking to get back down by 6 early. Driving through the center and the finish for Taylor Veach. Timeout by our officials, as it looks like, Molly, there's maybe a little bit of condensation there on the floor, so a little housekeeping duties here, but a fun start to this ball game.
Yeah, that was a great drive.
Veach, part of that senior duo that we touched on prior to the game, averages 15 points per game. Will play her college basketball in Normal, Illinois at Illinois State for the Redbirds. Veach and Meadows, the ones to keep an eye on for the Sabres here today. 4-point lead for Xavier. Handel lets it fly. Three is off, but the rebound and the putback is there for Lexi Turner for Cedar Rapids Xavier, the 5'8" junior, getting the rebound and the bucket on the follow through.
And we were talking before the game, Xavier, go ahead, Omar. They have some great players off the bench. Their second leading scorer, who scored 28 points in the regional final, and then Lexi Turner comes in and scores.
Boy, and Cedar Rapids Xavier off to a fast start in this ball game. Just able to attack in transition, and you mentioned just how balanced of a scoring attack they have. At least 5 different players average 5 or more points. Subs coming in for both teams. Again, substitutions, fans today are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at intins.com. Nice touch on the floater there for the Sabres. Lauren Walker, freshman's got 4 points here, and that's the lead for Xavier as we have crossed the halfway point of this opening quarter. Arnold swings it over. Here's a three. That's off the mark by Turner. Another O board. Put back. Won't go. The Sabres are able to clean up the rebound this time. Allison Meadows running the point. Senior who averages a team-high 16.5 points per game. Backs it out. Triple is off target by Hannah Paulskill, and now the Saints take it the other direction with 3 to play in this opening quarter. Down low, working for Kyla Mason, and Mason was the player that we touched on, Molly, just a moment ago. Had a double-double in their regional win, 28 points and 10 rebounds, and what was just a thrilling victory for them over Keokuk, a very good team. And certainly someone that you have to keep an eye on if you're Central DeWitt coming off the bench. And what we've seen from Cedar Rapids Xavier, not afraid to deploy the press on Central DeWitt on their inbounds.
Yeah, Xavier's already got 5 girls that have been in and out. I think they try to have them go as hard as they can and give them a quick break. And
driving in, tough look there for Taylor Veach. One and done possession for the Sabres. Sydney Huber flips it over right side, and the triple is buried by Alexi Beyer. Beyer 2 for 2 from long range, and Cedar Rapids Xavier's knocked down 3 triples in this opening quarter. Ball will remain with the Sabres as a foul is whistled on the Saints. Each team with 1 team foul here in this first half. You just saw Byer left open there on that replay, right side, and she has had the green light and has knocked down 2 threes for Xavier, who leads 17-8. Sabres looking to respond with a triple. That won't go. They get the rebound, and floating in the putback with great touch is Allison Meadows. So just the start, Molly, that we were counting on here for this one. Both teams, and just not only showing off their shooting stroke from downtown, but also getting in on the rebounds and showing the touch inside in the paint. Byer was looking to drive, but instead backtracks her dribble. Huber looking to set the screen there for the Saints. Huber, baseline jumper, off the iron.
Good fight.
Meadows brings it up the floor, sees the opening, count the bucket, and one for Allison Meadows. Meadows just doing such a great job of recognizing there in transition that she saw the mismatch and then was able to finish with contact. Meadows will be playing her college basketball in Macomb, Illinois at Western Illinois. And one free throw left short. Saints bring down the board as we have 1 minute to play in what's been an electric start to this Class 4A quarterfinal battle between Cedar Rapids Xavier and Central DeWitt, 2 programs that are from the eastern portion of the state, have not faced one another since 2019. Good catch by Fandle, and a shot down low. Sunk in. Fandle, again, the leading scorer for the Saints, gets a bucket to answer the last play made by Meadows. Veach driving from the corner, and she is able to draw a foul. So that will send Veach to the line, a 69% free throw shooter on the season. First free throw is up, and she is able to drill that one. We'll touch on Veach and Meadows throughout the course of this game, but entering the state tournament, their varsity record 69-16 as members of this Central DeWitt program. Done a lot of winning throughout the courses of their career, but one thing is missing, a state title. 5-point ball game. Saints got rolling with a 5-0 start. Looking to close out the quarter with a bucket here. Vandal matched up on by Meadows. Final set of seconds. 3 is blocked up top. Central DeWitt will not put up a shot. And that'll close an exciting first quarter of action here at Wells Fargo Arena. After 1 quarter of play, the 4-seed Cedar Rapids Xavier leads the 5-seed Central DeWitt 19-14. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Hey fans, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. We are up and running for the second quarter here at Wells Fargo Arena on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. A 5-point lead for Cedar Rapids Xavier to open up the second quarter. And Molly, both teams shot pretty well from the field there in that first quarter. Central DeWitt at 54.5% from the floor. Cedar Rapids Xavier at 53%, but they were able to knock down 3 threes there in that first 8 minutes of action as they take the ball away from Central DeWitt. Corner three, splash down. And there it is, the three-point shooting continues to be fantastic for the Saints here early. Maddie Steger, 5'10 senior, is able to hit that one home. 22-14 Xavier, who is now 4 for 7 from downtown. Travel on Central DeWitt, and going back to the balanced scoring attack, Molly, 6 different Saints have scored here already. Lexi Byer leading the way with 6 points, but then you have Mary-Kate Mader at 5. So a number of different players for Cedar Rapids Xavier can get it going.
And they're doing it a lot of different ways, too, on the three-point line, driving, different players driving. The pressure they're applying to the Sabres is really tough, too.
Not only getting it done on offense, but also limiting the Sabres here to start off the second quarter. Here is Mary-Kate Mader. Vandal driving, uses the glass and gets the finish.
They've figured out a way how to stay away from 6'4" in the middle. There, they got it to her, but
Sabres doing a nice job in transition of being able to find Kylie DeVore for her first bucket.
yeah, she's tough. She's tough if you're going to go up against her in the paint, but they're figuring out a way to get somebody in front of her. So,
well, and head coach Tom Lilly did not like the breakdown from his Saints team there in transition defense and calls a 30-second timeout to stop play with just under 6 to play in our first half. 24-16 Xavier. Tom Lilly in his 24th season at Cedar Rapids Xavier has compiled over 400 wins at Xavier, and next season he'll be crossing the 600-win milestone. Has coached many teams here to the state tournaments, and he knows that when his team has a little bit of a breakdown, just to be able to regroup them.
exactly, and you don't want to stop applying the pressure. You want to get a bigger lead going into half.
Vandal guarded by Meadows. Vandal, one of the top three-point shooters in Class 4A, but has gotten a few of her buckets in the paint. Mader skips it. Here's a triple try that goes in and out. Offensive rebound, kick out to Mader. 3 hits home. Second chance opportunities have been cashed in by the Saints, who are feeling it from distance. 5 threes made by Cedar Rapids Xavier. They have their largest lead of 11 points, and that's a much-needed trade there by Allison Meadows.
That was behind the red. I think a lot of times it's easy. You see a line, and she could have been up, 3 more feet?
Unlimited range for Allison Meadows, who has scored over 1,000 points in her great career at Central DeWitt. But Xavier has the answer. That coming from Maya Carl, who's able to lay it in while being fouled. Carl becomes the 7th different Saint to hit the score column, and she'll be at the line to try to complete a 3-point play. Carl, one of 7 seniors on this Cedar Rapids Xavier team. And 1 free throw is off, and there's that large 6'4" frame of Kylie DeVore snaring the rebound. She averages 6.5 per game, 10-point lead for Cedar Rapids Xavier. The winner of this game will go on to face the top seed, Dallas Center Grimes, in the semifinal round on Thursday. 3, put up, and knocking it down is Lauren Walker. Walker's first 3 of the game. She has 7 points. Central DeWitt with a stop down low. Meadows in transition, stops, kicks it out. 3 on the way, knocking it down is Reagan Hofer. So now Central DeWitt feeling the momentum as it's now a 4-point lead for Xavier, which was once a 11-point lead, a 7-0 run. Great defense down low again, stymieing Kyla Mason. Veach off glass, won't go.
Last few times down, DeVore's really done a good job inside of being on the person that's in the paint, putting the pressure on, blocking a few shots. It's going to make a difference.
Well, that's who you want down there. She is second in Class 4A in blocks. Ball is squirted loose in the paint. And as the Sabres picked it up, a timeout is called on the floor by Justin Schultz. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we will continue to stay here. And what we've really seen here in the second quarter, Molly, is just the fact that now Central DeWitt is really starting to tighten things up on defense.
Yeah, you know, they've been here. I kind of expected that they would be the ones that would come out strong and get a stronger start because they've been here the last few years. But that experience is now paying off, and the seniors that have played, they're kind of, making the other players that haven't been here feel comfortable. They've got a freshman that's stepping up, and so yeah, that was a little turnaround, quick turnaround. So,
well, it's always big when you have a senior class that has been here and knows what it takes to get through the pressure-packed moments and to survive the opening waves of momentum from the other team. Central DeWitt has outscored Cedar Rapids Xavier 11-10 here in this second quarter. Meadows resets, and now here's Veach. Lauren Walker's been off to a great start here. Deep 3 by Meadows, in and out. Xavier with difficulty bringing down the rebound, and DeVore fouled as she was going for the putback attempt.
there haven't been many fouls called. I feel like they're doing a good job at the state tournament, letting people play, but it's not, people aren't getting hurt.
Great job by our officials here at the state tournament. DeVore's first free throw, she shoots 50% on the season, is off and cannot connect on both. Central DeWitt with 2 team fouls. That was the 4th team foul on Cedar Rapids Xavier. We approach 2.5 to play. Saints leading by 4. Open look for 3. In and out. And DeVore uses her frame to snare in another rebound. Meadows off the drive. Hands it off to Veach. Those two so interconnected throughout their high school careers. Veach trying to find an option off the dribble. Meadows. Step back. Bounces off the iron. Saints take it the other way. It's been a tight second quarter. Nice find. Feed. Finish with the foul. There for Cedar Rapids Xavier, Riley Jonker. Foul was on Lauren Walker, her first, as substitutions come in for both teams. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. And The senior is able to complete the three-point play, so whenever Central DeWitt has been able to get on a bit of a run, Cedar Rapids Xavier's had the answer and still applying pressure. Here in the half court are the Saints. Feach tosses it down low, and a nice floater there by Lauren Walker. She has 9 points. Her and Allison Meadows each with 9 points to lead the way for Central DeWitt. She's looking to climb back in this one. Travel. A rare turnover we've seen from Cedar Rapids Xavier and from Fandel, who has 4 points. Cedar Rapids Xavier led by as many as 11 points at the 5:23 mark here in this second quarter, but the Sabres are scratching and clawing their way back. Lauren Walker continues to have the hot hand, making smart decisions with the basketball. Finishes to make it a 3-point lead now for the Saints. They dish it down low. Turnaround won't go. A tie-up. Held ball is signaled. It will stay with Cedar Rapids Xavier.
And Lauren Walker is definitely not looking like a freshman out there. And a lot of these kids play so much ball that they're used to a lot of different pressure situations, and she's really playing with confidence.
And how many freshmen have we seen here at the state tournament this season that have shined on the big stage and putting the state on notice? This first half has flown by as we have just over 30 seconds to play in the half. Deep three lifted. That's off target, and a foul on the rebound that will be called on Central DeWitt. DeVore will check in for the Sabres. Andell, the free throw line to Byer, and then the nice dish down low and the finish. 34-29 Xavier. See what Central DeWitt can try to build here in the waning seconds of our opening half. Meadows being surrounded and has to call a timeout. That will stop play with just a shade under 10 seconds to go here in our opening half. And we will stay here as it is a 30-second timeout called on the floor. So this really a big situation upcoming here for Central DeWitt, Molly, in that you want to gain something going into the locker room and for Cedar Rapids Xavier, you want to be able to get a stop. So what do you think the message is for the Sabres in this huddle?
Well, I think Xavier's obviously going to try to keep them from scoring. They're going to use the one possession and try to have it be a lot closer at halftime. And then, do they go in and they switch things up? Do they keep things the same? I think they will. Yeah. It'd be great to get a turnover just like that.
They'll toss to half court. A collision. Still 5 seconds to go. Xavier has to put one up. Three at the buzzer will not go.
Probably not
for
the
Mary Kate Mater.
choice they wanted, but they still allowed them from scoring.
So Cedar Rapids Xavier, the 4 seed, will head into the locker room with the lead over the 5 seed Central DeWitt. 34-29 is our score. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime show coming up next here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
We have reached halftime on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy in this Class 4A quarterfinal matchup. Cedar Rapids Xavier on top of Central DeWitt after one half of play, 34-29. Hunter Phillips and Molly Geist, delighted to have you with us here from Wells Fargo Arena for what was an exciting opening half of basketball. Cedar Rapids and Xavier, though, was able to set the tone early on defense, but then were able to knock down some threes in a balanced scoring attack. 8 different players for the Saints were able to score in that first half.
Yeah, they're very balanced, and they just keep switching them in. They have lots of energy. That's going to be Central DeWitt. Hopefully their girls have obviously done a lot of conditioning, can handle that when it gets late in the game, because Xavier is just running and putting the pressure on for sure.
And so for Cedar Rapids Xavier, they led by as many as 11 points, but then you have Central DeWitt, who was able to bring it in within a 3-point lead, but so far, Cedar Rapids Xavier has had the answer here throughout one half of basketball. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll feature an interview with Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and our presenting sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau.
I'm Lisa Brinkmeyer, here along with Brent Johnson, president of Iowa Farm Bureau. First off, we'd like to thank you for your title sponsorship of the Girls Athletic Union, as well as the 2022 Girls State Basketball Tournament. Brent, why is it important for Iowa Farm Bureau to invest in Iowa's youth?
Yeah, well, our youth is tomorrow's leaders. And, Iowa Farm Bureau, we put a lot of emphasis in that. And, every year we give $250,000 to kids in scholarships throughout the entire state. Over the last several years, we've provided almost $500,000 in teacher education and products for their classrooms. One of the things that we're really proud of is being able to take care of our students on the athletic fields as well. Iowa is one of only 7 states that even offers concussion insurance. And again, this year, Iowa Farm Bureau, we're proud to announce that at no cost to the student or their families, Iowa Farm Bureau is providing that concussion insurance for those student athletes so that they remain safe and can compete at a high level.
Fantastic.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines, the S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Order for curbside pickup this winter and we'll bring your delicious Casey's pizza order outside so you can stay inside. Now at Casey's, buy one large pizza, get one half off. Casey's, here for staying inside. Here for good.
We're at halftime on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Cedar Rapids Xavier, the 4 seed, leading the 5 seed Central DeWitt here at the break, 34-29. Hunter Phillips and Molly Geis, once again, glad to have you with us here on this Tuesday afternoon. Day 2 here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we're in March, and it just feels like it here with the energy that we have here inside of Wells Fargo Arena. Both fan bases really showing out, and so 34-29, the advantage for Cedar Rapids Xavier. What were some of the big things that really stood out to you in that opening half?
Like, I guess we knew that Xavier had a balanced attack, but also they just, they're aggressive. They're very tall. They've got long arms, long legs, fast, get all over the place. And DeWitt, or Central DeWitt, they're going to have some other players step up, and they do have their freshman. She's leading them with 11 points right now, but just need to get some more people scoring on their side. I think, when you go in the locker room, you're thinking, we've seen them, we've watched so much film, what is it actually like when you are against them now? So let's talk about it. What adjustments do we make? Because you can watch it film for hours, but you don't know how that's going to match up against your team. And so it'll be interesting to see how both teams come out if they change some things. So.
Well, you mentioned the balanced scoring, 11 bench points for Xavier there in that opening half, and then the length. 5 offensive rebounds led to 7 second chance points there for the Saints in that opening half, but still a game very much well in reach for Central DeWitt. Again, the winner of this game will go on to face the top seed Dallas Center Grimes on Thursday, but we still have another half of basketball to decide this one. So again, 34-29 is our score. We're going to go ahead and take one final break. When we come back, we'll get you all set up for our second half here at Wells Fargo Arena on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Almost ready to tip off the second half of our action here on this Tuesday afternoon on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Cedar Rapids Xavier with the advantage after one half of play against Central DeWitt, 34-29. Both teams are already out on the court, getting their final warm-ups in for what's going to be an exciting second half between two programs that know one another really well. They have some very good seniors on their teams, but also some budding younger players as well that have made a difference here early. So how do you see the second half playing out, Molly?
Ooh, like I said, we'll see how if they tire from Central DeWitt, if they get tired, or if if they're able to break the press and get some breakaway points, maybe they back off of that. And one thing that we didn't touch on was Central DeWitt has 4 blocks to Cedar Rapids Xavier's none. And so, both sides have height, and it's a factor here, and it makes a difference when you're going into the lane.
Central DeWitt will start the second half with the basketball. Once again, glad to have you aboard with us here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Day 2 here at State. The second Class 4A quarterfinal matchup. Glenwood and Bondurant Farrar will be coming up next. A loaded 4A field this year. Meadows flips it to Veach and is able to draw the foul. Taylor Veach will be at the free throw line for the second time here this afternoon.
Veach looked a little frustrated, I think, maybe that she didn't get that bucket, and she's probably going to be a key if she can step up and, she's making her free throws and get to her average. That would make a big difference.
Veach had 4 points in the first half to go along with 2 rebounds. 2 big makes for the senior. Makes it a 3-point ball game. We are just getting underway for the second half. Xavier has seemed to have an answer for every kind of flurry the Sabres have sent their way. Mater dishes it down low, and bearing it is Maddie Steger. So the Saints continue to pound it down low and have been able to get good looks. Meadows. First attempt won't go. Second opportunity left a little bit short. And now the Saints will slow down the tempo. But a dangerous bounce pass was picked off by Lauren Walker, who has led the way in scoring for Central DeWitt. Gets the ball stripped in transition. It will stay with the Sabres. Sabres with their second consecutive trip here to the state tournament, 5th overall as a program. They do have one state title to their name, but that was a 3A championship back in 1994. Confidence of going into the state tournament, knowing that they have the talent to be able to really make a deep run. They have to get past this opening test. Nice ball movement. Veach, high arching 3. Goes out of bounds. So empty possession for the Sabres. We'll give the ball back to Cedar Rapids Xavier with 6.5 to play in our third quarter. Lexi Byer brings it across the timeline. Byer had 6 points for the Saints in that first half. She was one of 8 players for Xavier to get in the score column. Mater, wide open look in the corner. Bounces around and hits home. Maddie Steger with 5 points here in this third quarter. And that's called the shooter's touch right there. Central DeWitt having difficulty getting going as they turn it over and Xavier's end of the floor. There's another look at that 3 that took a few hops and then splashed home for the 5'10 senior Maddie Steger. Balanced effort thus far for Cedar Rapids Xavier. ahead by 8. 5.5 to play in the third. Byer sees the opening, but the rejection by Veach. Foul called on the floor.
Veach has a couple blocks in this game, and we talked about her scoring. I think that's that's some way that she can step up, and then the buckets will start to fall. You got to do what you can to help your team.
Now she's guarding Fandel, the leading scorer for the Saints. Byer, deep three. Doesn't reach iron. Sabres will be back with it. Down by 8, a game in which Cedar Rapids Xavier has led from the opening tip here this afternoon. Central DeWitt has had their runs. Have been able to get within 3 points. Otherwise, the Saints have had numerous answers. Open three. Hits for Lauren Walker, who continues to dazzle here in this quarterfinal round. Walker up to 14 points. She is now 2 for 2 from downtown. Walker comes away with the steal, so doing it on both ends, trying to will the Sabres back in this one. Veach off the screen, looking for the give and go. Instead, we'll back it out to Meadows.
And Byer has been playing Meadows. She just doesn't leave her side.
Walker driving. And she'll be at the line to shoot a pair. Lauren Walker entered the state tournament having averaged 9 points per game, along with 2.5 rebounds per game. 3 subs coming in for Cedar Rapids Xavier. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Meadows sends it out. Veach. Now they reverse it back to Meadows. Byer has had the assignment on her throughout the course of the day, like you mentioned, Molly, and has done a fairly solid job on one of the top scorers in Class 4A. Veach probing in. A backward shot. She thought that she was fouled on the way up, and the fans for Central DeWitt not happy, but the Saints run the other way. Shot down low, won't go. Rebound and put back by Kyla Nason. Off target. Now here come the Sabres, down by 5. 3.5 to play in our third quarter, and Meadows, taking matters into her own hands, earns a trip to the stripe. Third team foul on the Saints. So Meadows at the line, and her first free throw is good. 9 points in the opening half for Allison Meadows, but she was 0 for 1 from the line on it. And 1 play. 2 big makes for Central DeWitt, who has outscored Cedar Rapids Xavier 7-5 in this third quarter. Trying to string together another stop. Xavier trying to keep their foot on the gas. Lexi Turner got a few buckets in that opening half. She has it here near side. Mater between a pair of Sabres draws contact. Mary Kate Mater, a 5'7" senior, will be at the line for her first trip today. Cedar Rapids Xavier up by 3. First free throw was up, and she is able to splash that one down. Cedar Rapids Xavier, we touched on this, Molly, before the game. They rank 5th in Class 4A in free throws made per game, averaging 12 per contest. So a team that not only gets to the line, but makes plenty of their free throws as Mater knocks down both. Xavier going back to the well with their press. Walker is able to splice through to bring it across the timeline. 41-36. Cedar Rapids Xavier. Approaching 2.5 to play. Vandell with the tip and the steal, the runaway. And she is fouled on the other end of the floor by Reagan Hofer.
A few more fouls this half.
So Vandell is at the line for the first time here today. Limited to 4 points in that first half, but is able to hit the first free throw. Does have 4 rebounds. Another IMT substitution going in for the Saints, who go through their bench throughout the course of a game.
Yeah, eight players have scored for them. It's and they're switching in and out so much. It's really hard to. They've really got to pay attention who they're guarding and if they're adjusting to somebody that comes in.
Sabres bring the ball back, but it's poked away from behind by Alexi Turner. And Turner is able to finish points off of turnovers. Coming up big for the Saints. We're trying to weather the storm that's been created by the Sabres, who again are met by a press by the Saints. 2 to play in the third. 44-36. Cedar Rapids Xavier. Meadows, the Euro step. Nifty runner in the lane is good right side.
That was a pretty drive.
Boy, and how difficult is that as a player when you're running full speed to the basket, but then you got to have that touch. Very little room for error on those shots.
And knowing if you're going to have any contact. And
Meadows is up to 11 points. Ball will stay with Xavier. Sabres hoping for a over the back call on Xavier, but the Saints will inbound it with Byer. Pulls up.
She was hot first half. She's having a little tougher time this half, but you just got to keep shooting. You got to forget about those.
Kyla Mesa doing the balancing act along the baseline to get a critical O board, and that will lead to an opportunity for Fandel to get back to the line. And that was another area, Molly, in which Cedar Rapids Xavier was really able to have the advantage, was getting offensive rebounds and second chance points, really critical as Fandel is able to hit the first free throw. Fandel's second hits the pair. Mary Kate Mader back in for Cedar Rapids Xavier. Kylie DeVore in for Central DeWitt. It was down by 8 with just over a minute to play in our third quarter at Wells Fargo Arena. Meadows gets the screen. Hofer, the drive. Tough finish with the long range of Steger. Sabres get another try. And DeVore will be at the line to shoot 2 after the nice give and go there in the post.
Yeah, that was a good feed by Veach to see that.
14 foul on Xavier. DeVore is 0 for 2 at the line today. He's able to hit the first. Central DeWitt 7 of 10 from the free throw line here today. As you take a look at head coach Tom Lilly. 2 big free throws made by the senior Kylie DeVore, who transferred into the program. Has had a great senior campaign for the Sabres. 3. Left short by Alexi Turner, who was left open off a nice skip pass from Mader. Just over 30 seconds to play in this third quarter. Meadows is able to draw the foul. And you just don't know what hand she is going to attack with, this time from the left. And when she decides to commit to go into the lane, she is so tough to stop. Meadows' first free throw splashes in.
I don't think she's come out this whole ball game, so her face is red. She's working really hard, but she's still doing great.
Putting it all on the line here at State. Meadows.
You can tell she's a good leader. You could hear her out talking to Walker, the freshman, and getting her to smile and relax, and that's what you need at this point. Good senior leadership.
4-point lead for Xavier. 15 seconds to play in what's been an exciting third quarter and just overall exciting matchup here in the quarterfinal round of Class 4A. Fandel looking for an option. Skips it to Carl and then is able to hook up with Kyla Mason, who gets the bucket to close out the third quarter. So Cedar Rapids Xavier, they've led the entire way. They head into the fourth quarter up by 6. 48-42 as we go into the fourth. We'll be back with that after this on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
It's Fairway Family Food.
We asked 100 grocery shoppers who has the best online shopping.
Fairway Meat and Grocery.
Yes. Name a reason you do your online shopping at Fairway.
Expert shoppers pick out my groceries.
Survey says
Fairway experts hand pick your groceries.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Pick up a great deal when you shop at fairway.com today.
Fans, don't forget, official state tournament merchandise is now available. Visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. 3 won't fall for Cedar Rapids Xavier to open up the fourth and final quarter of this quarterfinal battle between the 4 and 5, Cedar Rapids Xavier and Central DeWitt. Hunter Phillips and Molly Geis. It's been a great one here today, Molly, as we've seen the Sabres try to will their way back and try to come back, and they need more of that. Taylor Veach getting the finish. And we touched on this during the break that Allison Meadows had 6 points there in that third quarter, in which Central DeWitt scored 13 points. As you can hear the Sabre faithful behind us. Corner 3, though, is knocked down.
Yeah, I really feel like the Sabres have really settled in, and they're playing, I think, a little bit more of their game. But Xavier, they just don't back off. So
Libby Fandel with a big make from beyond the arc.
yeah, exactly. You know, they get a bucket, the Sabres do, and then the Saints get a 3.
So we will take a break as well. 51-44 Xavier on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
There you see a young fan in attendance here today at Wells Fargo Arena. Many making the trip here to Iowa's capital city for the state basketball tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union doing such a great job of putting on this tournament. And speaking of doing a great job, The Saints here today, Molly, have just caused so many issues for Central DeWitt on the inbounds, and Central DeWitt, out of their timeout, turns it over.
Xavier's a really disciplined ball team.
They have now forced 8 Sabre turnovers. Going back to the first half, they scored 7 points off of 5 Central DeWitt turnovers. One of those areas that has really helped. But the Saints searching for a back cutter, get their pass picked off. Meadows fouled before the shot. That will be team foul number 6 on the Saints. Coming back in is Libby Fandel. And she will check in for Emma Arnold. There for the IMT substitution. Sabre searching for Taylor Veach on the inbounds, but knocked away by the active hands of the Saints.
Mater coming out. She's got 4 fouls. I think the only person with 4 fouls at this point.
The only player really in foul trouble for both teams. Veach gives it up in the corner. Now it's back in the hands of Veach with the head fake. Thought about letting it fly from the outside. Now here's Meadows.
Wide open.
And there is DeVore. They're on the pick and roll. Set up nicely as DeVore gets the bucket. 51-46, less than 6 to play here in Des Moines. DeVore going to be called for the reach-in foul, trying to defend that one. Just the first personal foul on DeVore, who has 6 points and 3 rebounds on the day. Fandel receives the handoff, and another reach-in foul is committed by Central DeWitt. That on Reagan Hofer. And that'll be her 3rd personal foul. A lot of contact away from the ball. Here's Lexi Byer. Delivers it to Fandel, who has 10 points. Mid-range jumper. Hits home for Kyla Mason. Is one of the top players to come off the bench, really in the entire state. She has 10 points, joining Fandel in double figures. Meadows finds Veach. Tough turnaround shot. Grazes off. Byer thought about the transition tray. Mason lets it go, and boy, in a tough collision. There's the ball was saved from going out, and a stumble from Lauren Walker, who fortunately was able to get up all right, but man, she got landed on pretty hard as both players were going for the loose ball. Just a lot of toughness we have seen by these two programs here today. That will put Central DeWitt to the free throw line as they are now in the bonus with 4:39 remaining. Walker has been fantastic today for Central DeWitt, 14 points, 11 of which came in the first half. Her first free throw attempts on the day, and she is able to hit the first. 6 of 7 from the field is Walker, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, 3 rebounds. Also has a pair of steals as well. She's able to rattle home the second. Getting down to it as we're approaching the halfway mark of our final quarter here at Wells Fargo Arena. Xavier's had the answers all day long, looking to hang on. But does Central DeWitt have one final flurry left in them? Mason delivers it to the corner. 3 rattles in and out. A lot of contact on the rebound, but that gives DeVore an opportunity to swat another block on Maddie Steger, who was going to the rack. Physicality certainly ramping up here down the stretch of this ball game.
It definitely is getting more physical. I feel like for the Sabres, if I were their coach, I'd be saying, why not? Let's, I mean, you've got fouls to give. Yeah, we don't want to put them on the free throw line, but maybe cause some turnovers and just got to go out and change something, be a little bit more aggressive.
So a timeout was called by Cedar Rapids Xavier. 30-second timeout, so we will continue to stay here. Continue to see the fan bases that have packed Wells Fargo Arena. They have seen a good one here today. Cedar Rapids Xavier has led the entire way, but Central DeWitt has been able to fight back, but just not quite been able to tie the game or take the lead. Lexi Byer to inbound for Xavier. Looking for an option. And tosses it in to Maddie Steger, who's been pretty big in the second half, had 5 points in the third quarter. Hands it off, and a loose with the basketball is Kyla Mason. Sabres able to force a turnover, and now they'll look to try to cash in. Down by 5.
It'd be big if Sabres could score in this possession.
Allison Meadows trying to get this one across half court and is able to find Taylor Veach, who has 8 points today, drives in, nearly got the finish with the contact, but she will be back at the line to shoot 2. Veach's first free throw was up. She is able to hit.
Xavier's playing really good defense against Veach. I mean, she's a great player.
Tough assignment throughout the course of the day for the Xavier defense, as she averages 15 points per game. Again, will play her college basketball at Illinois State. She's been perfect at the line today, where she is 6 of 6. She is the third Sabre in double figures. Central DeWitt bringing a lot of fans here to Wells Fargo Arena. They are on their feet behind us. Xavier's been in this spot, though, before. Up by a slim margin. Fandel using glass, and it rattles in. And Fandel comes away with the steal, hooks up with Mason down low, and she's able to finish. How about that 4-0 spurt caused by Fandel, not only with the finish, but then to get the steal, the assist, and hooking up with Mason. 7-point lead for Cedar Rapids Xavier. Allison Meadows still being that calming presence. Will hand it off to Veach. The two seniors don't want this to be their final game here at Wells Fargo Arena. Meadows tries to thread it into DeVore. She gets it into her and was almost able to finish. DeVore was.
DeVore's made her free throws, right? Or 2 for 4.
Boy, they have gotten that pick and roll, that give and go to work between Meadows and DeVore at times today. Big trip at the line for DeVore, who is unable to make the first. Central DeWitt, 82% at the line today. They have been great. As DeVore is able to split the pair, she will check out. Emma Grace Hartman, 5'8" junior, comes in, so a bit of a smaller lineup out on the floor for Central DeWitt. 6-point lead for Cedar Rapids Xavier. Trying to break through this press. Brought in by the Sabres. Baseline jumper. Off the mark for Maddie Steger. That's a player again, Molly, that has had the hot hand here in the second half. At times, as Meadows again, just so quick, is able to sneak her way into the lane and draw team foul number 11 on Cedar Rapids Xavier. It'll be on Kyla Mason, her third personal foul. So here is Meadows. First one is good. Meadows tied with Walker for a team-high 16 points here today. Second free throw up, and that one is off. Xavier doing a nice job of boxing out to grab the rebound. Libby Fandel there in the corner, trying to escape some Sabres, but Central DeWitt commits the foul. So here is the freshman Libby Fandel. And one free throw rolls off. 5-point lead for Xavier. Central DeWitt trying to come back here with 2 to play. Beach for 3. Off target, DeVore runs in to grab the board and is fouled on the way up. 2 teams, Molly, that were battle tested in the regular season. We knew that they were going to give it their all here today. They have certainly done that. DeVore's first free throw left short. 7 points, 3 rebounds for Kylie DeVore.
Now's the point in the game where those free throws are really going to make a big difference for both sides.
DeVore's second is up. 2 strong. Fandel brings down her 7th rebound today. Mader controls the dribble for Cedar Rapids Xavier, and they will call a timeout to stop play with 1:38 to go. There will be a full timeout. We will step aside for another break as well. 5-point lead for Xavier down the stretch on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
.138 to go to decide who is going to meet Dallas Center Grimes in the semifinal round in Class 4A. 57-52, Cedar Rapids Xavier. They will have the ball out of their timeout. Despite the fact that Cedar Rapids Xavier led by as many as 11 points back at the 5:23 mark in the second. Molly, this game has felt just so close right from the opening tip.
For sure, you never really feel like anybody can just relax and set.
Boy, and that is just what the Sabres needed right there to force a turnover. 8th by Xavier here today. Kylie DeVore back on the floor for Central DeWitt. Down by 5 with 90 seconds to play. Meadows driving in, able to get the finish. And a timeout is immediately called by Central DeWitt. Full timeout on the floor by the Sabres. We'll take a timeout with them. 3-point ball game on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
coming down to the wire here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We knew that this Class 4A field was loaded with teams that have been battle-tested, that know one another, that are filled with talent and experience, but what a game here. Still plenty of time, 1:20 to go. Cedar Rapids Xavier hanging on to a 3-point lead. 1 timeout is left for Central DeWitt, 2 for Xavier. Sabres bringing out the press. Boy, and Meadows took a spill.
I think she got it right to the neck.
Boy, and she had the wind knocked out of her there for just a second, and a timeout is called by Xavier. We'll go ahead and take another break again. 3-point ball game on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Cedar Rapids Xavier had to burn one of the final 2 timeouts remaining. 1:08 left to go in this 4A quarterfinal. Xavier up by 3. These are the pressure-packed moments right here that you try to prepare for, but on the big stage, anything can happen. Fire. Loses it. Sabres the other way. And drawing the foul for Central DeWitt is Reagan Hofer. Big time stop by the Sabres, who can get within 1 point here at the free throw line.
They've added that trap, and they're putting a lot more pressure on Xavier, and I don't think they can do that the whole game because they don't come out much, but now that they've put it on, it's really putting the pressure on Xavier.
Hofer with 3 points today, give her 4. 2-point lead for Cedar Rapids Xavier, who nearly turns it over on their side of the floor. Mater sprints across the line. Double team. Timeout called by Xavier, their final timeout, with 47 seconds to go. Full timeout. We'll take one final timeout as well. Don't go anywhere on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
.47 seconds left to decide who is moving on to the semifinal round. Central DeWitt has not led or tied in this game today, but you get the sense that they are just putting on the heat on Cedar Rapids Xavier, who is trying to hold on. Mary-Kate Mater to Byer. Swarmed by a pair of Sabres. Open look down low for Mason. He was able to bank that one up and in. Big bucket for the Saints. 4-point lead, and the Sabres need to get it going. But how about the Saints forcing a big turnover, tipping the outlet pass, and they'll be at the line to try to extend the lead. And that's really been the story of this ball game, Molly. Just when Central DeWitt has had their opportunities to get over the hump, Xavier's had an answer not only on offense, but also coming up with big defensive stops as Mary-Kate Mater, the senior, hits the first free throw.
Yeah, I think the Saints, they play such a tough schedule that it really comes in handy at times like this.
Central DeWitt does have one timeout left. They're down by 5. Here's Veach spinning in. Left-handed hook shot too strong. Hugging in the rebound is Maddie Steger. 14.9 seconds left, and the Saints fans that made the trek from Cedar Rapids sensing the victory for their team. Maddie Steger, 8 points here today, 5 of which came in the third quarter.
2 shots. Correction. 1-11.
She is one of 8 Saints to score here today. A balanced attack brought on by Cedar Rapids Xavier here in their 14th trip at the state tournament. Second free throw is up. Both drilled by Steger. Central DeWitt trying to get something going quickly, but they're running out of time. Layup won't go. Cedar Rapids Xavier moves on in a thriller, defeating Central DeWitt 62-55 is our final score. Central DeWitt finishes the season at 19-5. Cedar Rapids Xavier moves on to face the top seed Dallas Center Grimes on Thursday and improved to 18-6 on the year. Just a great ball game from the opening tip. Central DeWitt with a fantastic season. Taylor Beach and Allison Meadows gave it their all. Those seniors just fell a little bit short of what they wanted to accomplish here in Des Moines. But Cedar Rapids Xavier, with a balanced attack, were able to get past a very talented Central DeWitt squad. Now we'll turn it over to our public address announcer for the trophy presentation.
To the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gene Berger and Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Justin Schultz and the Sabres from Central DeWitt on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Mary Kate Mader will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Cedar Rapids Xavier fans, your team advances to the semifinals and will play Dallas Center Grimes on Thursday at 5 p.m. Fans, on behalf of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we thank you for your support and your attendance. As a reminder, please exit the arena so we can prepare for the next game. Thank you.
So the Saints are moving on to the semifinals to meet Dallas Center Grimes on Thursday, 62-55. They take down Central DeWitt. Now it's time to name our Casey's General Store player of the game, and we got to go to Libby Fandle. The freshman leading scorer not only had 12 points, Molly, but also had 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and made some big plays there in the winning seconds of this one.
Yeah, again, I forgot she was a freshman. You know, they play on such a big stage, and she didn't seem fazed. She has a great team around her that makes it easier, so the pressure isn't really on just one single person, but did a good job, yeah.
Fans, Casey's is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. It is Glenwood and Bondurant Farrar coming up next year on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. That will do it for us here on this afternoon. For my broadcast partner, Molly Geis, I'm Hunter Phillips. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2022 Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.